Clash of Champions. New Day Club. Honestly, I don't even know who's gonna win this match because the Club has already looked like shit. And for some reason, I don't care if they win the titles. I want to, but they've been booked like idiots, doing testicle jokes and old people things.
Introducing first, the other Raw Tag Team Champions, the New Day.
The magic number tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for New Day is 399 days. That's how many days they've held the tag team title. Well, I have a feeling that long reign comes to a screeching halt at the hands of Anderson and Gallows right about now.
What you feel is that POP, the power of positivity.
It's too early in the show for me to be nauseous with you already, Byron. Never too early.
Welcome to Clash of Champions! Tonight, every Raw championship shall be defended, starting with yours truly. Your WWE World Tag Team Champions! Now, we have been married to these championship titles for a record-setting 399 days, baby!
Can you hit 400?
But there are two people that want to take the New Day, take these titles, and break us up like Brangelina. But I wonder, who could these two people be? Who? Gallows and Anderson, that's who. No, you guys don't want Gallows and Anderson to be champions. No, they're not like us. They're not fun. These are the kinds of guys that give out raisins at Halloween. These are the kinds of guys that wear tube socks and flip-flops. And worst of all, these are the guys who fart on completely crowded elevators. Oh my God. That's just vile. But what's even worse than worst of all is the fact that these two guys have never, ever poured themselves a big old bowl of booty.
Bootios.
Bootios. They make sure you ain't booty. But fear not. Fear not. For they will never take these titles from us. Oh no. Do you know why? Because New Day rocks. New Day rocks.
Your opponents at a combined weight of 505 pounds, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson.
Anderson and Gallows looking to take the tag team championship here tonight. Anderson and Gallows, of course, became famous wrestling in Japan, and an international flair here tonight at Clash of Champions. Down at ringside, our Spanish announce team, Carlos Cabrera and Marcelo Rodriguez.
Mi familia, en efecto, todos los campeonatos están en juego. De New Day defiende los suyos en una noche especialísima en la marca roja super, preferido de la nueva era.
La marca azul botó la casa por la ventana y la marca roja no nos va a defraudar. Cabalga, celos, and also our German announce team, Carsten Schaefer and Sebastian Hackle.
So we put the tables down there, the Spanish ones, German. But they ain't put y'all down there, but y'all gotta be at the top.
I'm not sure what they just
Doesn't make
said,
a lot of
but I'm willing
sense.
to bet it has something to do with Anderson and Gallows, new tag team champions. Well, Anderson and Gallows are hoping to become the third tag team in history to hold a WWE Tag Team Championship and the IWGP Tag Team titles. The Steiner brothers and the Dudley boys, the only two other teams who have done that. Anderson and Gallows looking to join them here tonight. New Day was right about
Sure
Gallows
about
and
that?
Anderson. These two aren't fun. They don't care about being fun. They just care about beating people up. So it's Carl Anderson. Oh, look at Luke Gallows taking Big E out of the mix. Anderson taking out Kingston as he was distracted.
Is this a squash match?
Quick work tonight for the New Day. Running Liger bomb by Anderson. The cover for the championship, and Kofi kicks out. Watch out. Xavier Woods taken out by Gallows. Anderson and Gallows just laying waste to the New Day. What a way to kick off the night. What about an aggressive start from Gallows and Anderson? They have a game plan and they're sticking by it. As Anderson now focuses attention again on Kofi Kingston. And right out of the box, Corey, they're very aggressive, very vicious. Anderson and Gallows, which we've seen now, start to mature over the past couple of weeks, is back with us again. It took them a few weeks to find their footing, but Anderson and Gallows realized we're not getting paid to make you laugh.
I guess this was a squash match. I guess they're going to win the titles already.
They do best. Lawless mentality. Oh, Gallows and Anderson. In the first minute of this match, laid out Xavier Woods, laid out Big E, and Kofi Kingston's clearly in trouble. Gallows goes 6'8", 304 pounds. And a big right and left now to the midsection of Kofi Kingston continues to wear him down. Like it or not, very effective strategy on the challengers here. Kofi Kingston with no one to tag, all alone. 3 times in WWE history, tag team titles have changed hands here in Indianapolis. Anderson and Gallows would like to add to that legacy tonight. Here's how the match started outside the ring. First Gallows taking out Big E, and then Xavier Woods wasn't safe. Gallows and Anderson are in a bad mood. Nobody's safe, Byron. We'll be trying to fight out of this predicament, but again, finally Big E's on the apron. Yeah, Kofi Kingston now looking to slide down, but he can't get the big man Gallows off his feet. Luke Gallows just too big and strong. Kofi Kingston, that'll do it. Gallows was almost counterproductive. Kofi created a little bit of space, but found himself back in Anderson and Gallows' corner. Look at Kofi pulling himself out to the apron to try to drag himself away from Gallows and Anderson. Great ring presence here for Kofi Kingston, who's got to make a tag to Big E. Anderson will come in, and here comes Big E. Uh-oh. Great throw by Big E, and another belly-to-belly. This is how you adjust the momentum of a matchup. And a third by Big E. A 285-pounder dominating. Big E looking for the big splash. There's a reason. They've been tag team champions for a day shy of 400. Anderson sent to the second rope.
Oh no, not this move again.
Ready to win in. It looked like Big E, Corey, was going for that suicide dive through the second rope, but he was caught by Anderson. Anderson may have just saved the opportunity for his team right there. And Big E, though, caught out. Isn't it up for a tag titles? Kick out at 2. Let's take another look at this knee. Watch your screen close. Bang! Right on the side of the ear, and that changed the complexion of the match in an instant. Oh, running boot. Yeah, Carl Anderson exploding out of the corner. Here's the quickness. Anderson hooks the inside leg this time in a near fall on Big E. Big E, the entire New Day tried to weather the early storm here from Gallows and Anderson, but this onslaught, this attack from the challengers has been unrelenting. You've got to be impressed. Big E found that next gear, that extra gear, and Anderson and Gallows were able to stop it. Big E now realizes the tag was made by Gallows. There's the big boot. And Anderson
all right, I guess it's over.
So well together. Uh-oh. Now they're looking to put Big E away. Is this enough?
All right, match over.
Cover by Gallows.
1, 2. Kofi Kingston just saved those tag team titles for the New Day. The boot of doom from
Anderson and Gallows, but Kofi Kingston able to save the matchup. Now Anderson launched over the top rope by Big E. Fast-paced action here in this tag team championship match. Now Xavier Woods looks to rally the New Day. There's a tag. And Kofi Kingston, a 5-time tag team champion. Oh,
wow, now they're aggressive.
with authority by Anderson. Kofi stays in it.
Yeah, it seems like every time the New Day takes 2 steps forward, they take 3 steps back.
Anderson and Gallows have had an answer.
I guess the only time they can look
Absolutely
serious when they
everything
get the
New Day tried.
titles.
Kofi again using his quickness.
Hey, man.
Looking for the SOS. Gallows able to block.
Choke slam.
And Gallows looking for the choke slam. Goodness. A vicious choke slam. And a super kick to the face.
All right, I guess they won the titles. They took it in, they got aggressive, and now they win the belts.
For the Magic Killer. This is it. Kiss those titles goodbye, Booty Saxton. Anderson and Gallows have the New Day right where they want him, but Kofi Kingston able to avert disaster.
And Kofi could sense that 399-day reign potentially coming to an end.
Kofi doesn't have a partner to make a tag the way he did.
Now he does.
Big E made the tag, and I don't think Anderson...
Shovel!
Trouble in Paradise caught Anderson. And Big E looking for the big ending. Connecting to Anderson. Cover. Lucha saving the matchup. Anderson, he was dead to rights, guys. But Gallows, great ring awareness, knowing what he needed to do to save the match for his team.
Uh-oh. Stand by.
Kofi, baby!
That's it himself.
That's New Day matching.
Xavier with Francesca. The official is on the other side of the ring. Xavier used Francesca. Tag made. Kofi's legal. Big E. Kofi Kingston. The Midnight Hour.
The champs may still.
Midnight Owl.
Clock has struck midnight for Anderson and Gallows.
At least they actually look good in defeat, quick but painless.
Still the Raw Tag Team Champions, the New Day.
Again, guys, there's a
400, baby.
Gonna have the tag team titles for what will be 400 days starting tomorrow. Yeah, there's also a reason they won the match. It's called a trombone. You don't invite the blast section to the WWE ring pole. Anderson and Gallows just got robbed.
Here was the beginning of the end for Gallows and Anderson. Kofi Kingston taken to the air. And in the process, taking out Luke Gallows.
This is what Corey was talking about. Francesca, the trombone off the face of Anderson. The official was dealing with the carnage on the other side of the ring, and it allowed New Day to take advantage of the midnight hour. Again, guys, there's a reason New Day have held the tag team titles for the second longest reign in WWE history.
And I won't condone a bending of the rules for the New Day, but you're right. New Day will head to Raw tomorrow night as tag team champions for 400 days.
Celebration time for the New Day.
New Day for life.
Just go out